Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Gabe here. This video is the Divine Feminine reading. There is a Divine Masculine reading that goes with this, so I'm not sure which one is going to be uploaded first. So if you're looking for the Divine Masculine reading, that will be up soon if it's not already. But this is the Divine Feminine portion of the reading tonight. So for the Divine Feminine, we are looking at the Divine Feminine Oracle by Megan Watterson. Indigo Angels by Doreen Virtue and Charles Virtue. Whispers of Healing by Angela Hartfield and Josephine Wall. And because it's a favorite, Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. I also use these cards for the Divine Masculine reading, and I'm going to use them for the Divine Feminine reading as well, so we can see all the romance happening. And because the Divine Masculine's got a bonus card at the end, I decided that I was going to pull a bonus card for the feminines as well from the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. Ladies, you can take care of yourselves tonight. All right, let's get started. So, the first card is the Mother of Believers. I am spiritually and financially abundant. I provide heaven and earth for myself. Yes, ladies, you are claiming yourselves tonight. You are, being the woman that shows up and saves herself, tames herself. You guys know I'm like terrible with quotes, but I remember the gist of quotes that I hear. There's something that Jeff and Shaleia say in, I believe it's their Divine Masculine, their Sexual Manifestation e-course, about how with your twin flame, you want a man who like already has like himself together, and the woman, you want a woman who's already tame, like you don't want to as like a twin flame, you don't want to have to like tame your woman, or you don't want to have to like make your man, into a man. Like, although the Divine Feminine does tend to push on her man to make him stronger, there is an element of you as taking care of yourself. In your union, you both take care of yourself, and like when you come together in union, it's no different. Like, you live life as one, and sometimes you can balance out your roles by the masculine takes on some parts of the union and the Divine Feminine takes on others. But it's really centered around this idea that God takes care of you, and through that you take care of yourself. And it's different from the I'm a strong, independent woman, I don't need no man. It's the, I take care of myself, God takes care of me, I'm only dependent on God. And then you can have that like balance and partnership in your union from that space of God moving through each of you to take care of each other. So the Divine Feminine is taking on her independence tonight and claiming herself. Feels really good. Next card. You already know. So Divine Feminines, if you had a question on your mind, is he my twin flame? Is, whatever it is that's coming up for you right now, you already know the answer in your heart to the question that you're asking. And it's safe to trust that. And, I know there's a feeling of like, well, I'm not quite sure, especially when it comes to revealing your twin flame. And that's okay. Like, it's a revealing process. And sometimes your heart will lead you down the path. Like, for me, like I had a false twin flame for a while, and, my heart was telling me to go there. And I went there as far as I could until my heart started kind of telling me like, hey, this may not be right. And, for me, it took me a little bit, because I'm stubborn, to let go of that idea. But in my heart, I already knew the answer. And, it was just, my heart was leading me to heal what I needed to heal so that I could come into union with my true twin flame and, recognize her. And so, ladies, if you're out there, Divine Feminines, you already know in your heart who your twin flame is. You already know what it is you desire, and it's just clearing the blocks to really claiming that. So, Next card, Compassion. Yes, this journey requires a lot of compassion. Something I've seen moving through some of the divine feminines that I've spoken to recently is, this feeling of pushing, and I think the divine masculines are moving through this as well, of like, why can't I do this? Or I need him to talk to me. I want to just like clear this so he'll talk to me, or some, feelings like that. And it's safe to have compassion for yourself on this journey. It's never appropriate to beat yourself up for something that's going on, in your union or in your life, a circumstance, even a block that you're working through. It's never appropriate to beat yourself up for a block. It's never appropriate to beat yourself up at any point in time. Have compassion with yourself as you're learning, because some of these patterns that you're moving through, blocks that you're moving through, situations that you're moving through with your twin flame, you've likely been moving through versions of this for lifetimes. So it's going to take some time to heal through the patterns that are being presented to you, and just love yourself, have compassion for yourself and your twin flame as you move through this time. Next card in the room. I swear, I shuffled these. I shuffled these before I shuffled these a lot before I did this. The Divine Masculine got this exact same card as the first card for I'm just like looking at this deck, like I shuffled, right? And yeah, like the rest of them are in different order. Spoilers, they're in different order. But this card came out first. Yeah, this is a time, the Divine Masculine is focused on, healing and enjoying his life. And the Divine Feminine should too. Like, take this time to really enjoy this time with yourself and with the energy of your twin flame. Your twin flame is always with you in your heart. And so, when you're taking that time to enjoy yourself, take care of yourself, you're going to receive a lot from that. Like, take this time of rest. Love that. It's so funny. Such a nice sync there. Like, I'm always like fascinated when like the same card will come up after I've like shuffled multiple times, or like comes up in the same, like twin flames, you're the same. Like, you're two sides of the same coin right now. Like, it's always a wonder to me. Even now, like even having been on this journey for as long as I have, like 3 years, I think at this point, it's still like just marvels. I'm still just blown away by God and synchronicity sometimes. Next card is White Buffalo Calf Woman. My heart is a compass. The path of love is true abundance. Yeah, Divine Feminines, you're, going deeper into following your heart, getting clear on yourselves. And this is what's been happening in the Divine Masculine energy as well. You guys are both getting clear on, what you desire, and, following that path of love in your heart so that you can really find yourself. Feels really good. Yeah. It's safe to follow your heart. Next card, time to create. I love this. Yeah, like it's time to create. It's time to look into your life purpose, Divine Feminine. The Divine Masculine is doing this too in his own way. It's time to start doing what you are called to do in life. And this is going to really magnetize your twin flame. I know that I've heard people are like, oh, well, I want to focus on manifesting my twin flame. And, I don't want to take my focus off that. And, I thought this too for a really long time. And, it's something I'm learning now is like, as you work on your life purpose, as you go deeper into that, discovering that, living your life, this will attract your twin flame more than anything. Like, your priority could be, I want to be in union and really excel in my life purpose from there. And that's okay. You do tend to come into union or into your life purpose depending on the priorities that you have. But it may require you to take some steps in the direction of your life purpose before your twin flame union can fully manifest. Because that's how your twin flame is really going to recognize you, is through your shared interests, through your shared life purpose. And sometimes it may not look exactly the same. You may have Maybe your masculine is, you know, called to do one thing and it doesn't look exactly like what you're doing. Maybe you're painting and he's gardening and it doesn't look exactly the same, but there's going to be some kind of resonance there for you where you begin to recognize each other. You're like, oh, like I'm attracted to that. Like that's something that I like. And you'd be surprised like how that can really magnetize your twin flame right to you. Next card, mental repetition. Yeah, this is getting out of your head, Divine Feminine. You can see how like she's like it almost looks like a dying tree because she spent all this time in her head like thinking about things. And I feel like this is the tendency, Divine Masculines have this too. I've moved through this myself, of like that mental repetition of like, I just need to do this, or how do I do this, or what's going on, that worry that you have just needs to be let go. Let go of that worry. Let go of the constant struggle, and just live following your heart. Going back to like this card, follow your heart instead of you know, all of this worry in your head. Don't worry about what's going on with your twin flame. Don't worry about what's going on up here. You know, trying to figure it out. Just allow God to show you through your through your feelings, and guide you to, you know, your twin flame, into your life purpose. Just live by what feels good. Next card, past life relationship. Yes, you know, you're dealing with your twin flame here. So, you know, you have had past lives together. Maybe you haven't been in a relationship, but it's likely you've crossed paths multiple times before in some manner. So, you know, you're gonna have like past life issues come up sometimes. You know, all of those things like come back up in this lifetime so that you can heal them. It's not like, oh, well, it happened in a past life, so I can't heal it. There's gonna be something similar that comes up in this lifetime to help you like heal from that. But you know, you've had like some long-standing patterns that have maybe come to the surface recently, or maybe it's just like you're looking for confirmation that, you know, this is, you know, who you think it is. And yeah, like this is someone that you've had a relationship with before, and you're going deeper there. Yeah, so it's okay. Next card, Bridgette, the goddess of the eternal flame. I am an eternal flame. Each day my light grows brighter. Yeah, the Divine Feminine is really like claiming her radiance right now, and you know, going deeper into that, going deeper into who she is. I think this is like really great for, you know, the last couple cards we've pulled from this deck, is that you know, the Divine Feminine is following her heart, going deeper into who she is. And, you know, the Divine Feminine is a very radiant energy. You know, she gives by receiving, and then she overflows that radiance. And it's quite a beautiful thing. Yeah, I don't know. Self-care, yes. That's why we have the self-care as the bonus card. And the Divine Masculine is working on this too, this rest and relaxation. It's so, so, so important to take some time for self-care, both for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine, because you can't just push constantly. Life is meant to be enjoyed. The journey is meant to be enjoyed. If you're constantly worried about what your twin flame is doing, if you're constantly worried about how do I get the thing, then you're gonna max out, you're gonna burn out, and you're not actually going to get the result you desire. You're going to, you know, control the situation and maybe call in your twin flame before you're ready. And that's going to be really uncomfortable for both of you. And it's okay to like take time and like love yourself, give to yourself. And that's actually going to raise your vibration and attract your twin flame to you sooner than if you were just pushing. So take some time out, Divine Feminine. Take a bath, sing, watch a movie, take a nap, do whatever feels good for you. Next card. Listen to your body. Yes, again, with the self-care. listen, if your body is feeling tired, if you're feeling maxed out, if you're feeling drained, it's time to take a break. Don't feel like you have to keep going just because you want to reach a goal. Listen to your body, give yourself the food, the sleep, the nourishment that you need, and then you can come back to it replenished. Next card, Soulmate, which I prefer Twin Flame. This deck says Soulmate, but Soulmate and Twin Flames are not the same thing, as we know. But, you know, we're just going to pretend that this is Twin Flame up here. Like, yeah, like, you're dealing with your Twin Flame again. Like, this is another, like, confirmation here of a Twin Flame situation here. You know, don't worry about losing your Twin Flame. Don't worry about, you know, as you come into yourself, oh, I'm going to leave my Twin Flame in the dust or something like that. It's not possible. You can't, like, leave yourself. You know, like, maybe it can seem that way as you're, like, moving into deeper levels of yourself, and maybe it seems like your life is taking you further away from your Twin Flame. You're like, but he's over there and I'm going this direction. Don't worry about that. God has the bigger picture. Your eyes are tiny compared to God's. God can see the whole entire picture, the entire chessboard, and it's safe to allow everything to unfold naturally, because, you know, if it's your Twin Flame, you can't mess it up. By going deeper into yourself, you're actually, like, encouraging that relationship more than if you just continually push forward and trying to go, like, the direct path. Allow God to guide you, and just know that, you know, yeah, your Twin Flame, like, confirmation, if some of you were looking for it, maybe this is your sign. Okay, bottoms of the deck, and if I sneeze in the next 30 seconds, I apologize. I'm not gonna, but it was coming. Anyway, the bottom of the deck for our Divine Feminine Oracle, Divine Feminine Oracle is Mary Magdalene. I am the bridge between heaven and earth. I am fully human and fully divine. Yes, this is aligning with your higher self, Divine Feminine, going deeper into who you are. This is beautiful. She's claiming herself. And something that came up is, like, that bridge. And in the Divine Masculine reading, if you guys decide to watch that, you know, it talks about healing and being a bridge as well. And, you know, this is just, like, really a time for healing, mending, and growth on all sides here. So this is a very beautiful reading tonight. And ladies, don't forget to shine. You can claim yourself. Bottom of the deck for our Indigo Angel cards is allow love. Yes, allow love in, Divine Feminines. Something that came up for me as I, like, pulled this card is, like, there's a tendency with some Divine Feminines, especially, those who I spoke of earlier, that are kind of in that strong, independent woman phase of, there's a difference between being independent and dependent on God, and being, like, strong, independent woman, I don't need no man, and you don't allow love in. That's something that I see happen with Divine Feminines, is they hold on to the masculine energy as a way to protect themselves. And so they don't allow that love into their heart. They decide to try to be both. They have to, like, they hang on to the masculine to protect themselves, and they hang on to the feminine, and they crave the masculine energy, but they're afraid of it. And it's okay. I can understand that energy of, like, feeling like the Divine Masculine is going to hurt you in some way. But the Divine Masculine is not here to hurt you. The Divine Masculine is here to love you, because the Divine Masculine is God's love, masculine love, coming to you through your Twin Flame. So it's safe to allow that in. And I know, like, some of you have been hurt before. I know some of you have had terrible issues with your father, perhaps, or even, like, past basically men who were actually boys instead of men. And just trust that as you claim yourself, you claim your Divine Feminine, you claim your, the full force of your polarity, your masculine will step up there too, and just allow that to unfold. And it'll be safe to allow him in. Love it. And next card. Get clear. Yes. Get clear, Divine Feminine, on what you desire. Make a love list. I love this. She's like reading this paper and it immediately made me think of a love list. If you haven't already, if you're not familiar with the love list, I highly recommend joining the Twin Flames Universe Open Forum, or going to twinflamesuniverse.com and signing up for the starter kit. The first lesson in the first free lesson in Twin Flames Dreams Coming True from Jeff and Shaleia talks about making a love list and getting really clear on what you desire in your perfect partner. And this is not, I wish my partner had blue eyes and blonde hair. This is the qualities that you want from your partner. You get clear on what you desire. I want him to be loyal. I want him to be very kind and compassionate, and he loves God, and put all of those things down on a love list. Get clear on what you want, and don't base it on your current partner. And you can, if you've had like a relationship and experience that you don't really like, you can say like, oh, that's contrast. I don't like that. This is what I actually desire. And like get clear on what you actually desire in your heart. And you can write that down, and your twin flame, maybe he'll match like 90% of it. I think Shaleia says like Jeff matched like 90% or maybe a little bit more when they first came together. And, maybe he'll match that, but, and he's still growing into the rest, and that's okay. Your twin flame will, is perfect for you, and will be able to grow into the, some of the traits that you're desiring, but your twin flame will match like a vast majority of those traits that you desire, and will be able to grow into the rest. So get clear on what you desire so that God can bring that to you. And let go of control issues. Yes. This is letting go of, wow, this is like getting clear. This is also letting go of how it looks and who it has to be. What comes up immediately for me is like, I feel like there's a tendency to be like, it has to be this person. It has to be this particular person. I will accept no one else. And you can't make anyone your twin flame. Your twin flame is your twin flame, whether you like it or not. Like they're you. They're the other part of you. They're your divine complement. And if you find like the person that God is pointing you to as your twin flame, you don't really like them, look inside and see like, is there something about me that I don't really like? Is there a reason why I'm avoiding this? Maybe it is that they're a false twin flame. But if God is pointing you to this, there's something that you need to look at here until you can move on. You have to love it all the way through before you can leave it, until there's no possibility of love. And, and that's different from stubbornness. That's different than like a wall that you put up to be like, no, I don't want it to be that person, so it's not that person. I've loved it all the way through because I XYZ. Like loving it all the way through is working through that, making sure like you come to a place of peace where both, you're both like, okay, yeah, like this is not what I wanted. This is not it. You're very, very, very clear that this is not what I want, rather than just being like, no, like I had to be this person, or it has to be XYZ. Let go of control issues, and, allow God to show you, your true desires. Like when you get clear here, this isn't like, God, I want Mark because I want Brian because blah, blah, blah. And you don't like write it out to be like specific to that person. You write it out to be what your heart desires. And you have to be open to how God brings that to you. And it may be the person that you have your sights on, but you also have to let go of control of how and when it comes together. Because again, you have small eyes compared to God's, and you know, he sees how the full thing comes together. Beautiful. Yeah, this is a nice little reading. Again, like, this is twin flames. You guys mirror each other. You know, the divine masculine is coming into himself, the divine feminine is coming into herself. You're both being called to deeper self-care and rest, and letting go of control along the way. And the self-care oracle card for tonight is massage. So maybe some of you can't actually physically get a massage because of COVID situations right now, or maybe, you know, you can't afford it, whatever. It's coming up, maybe you don't like massages, but I feel like this is a call to really take care of your body. It doesn't have to be a massage, but it can be something to really just take care of yourself. That came up in another card, is like that self-care, like really listening to your body and allowing yourself to rest when you need to, allowing yourself to relax. And, you know, that's really what this card is saying, Divine Feminine, is take some time for you, relax, and, you know, you're actually going to see more improvements in your life when you do. Perfect. So, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. If you'd like your own personalized reading about your divine masculine, divine feminine, just what's going on with your union, I offer those at sacredtwinflameunion.com, in addition to my certified ascension coaching sessions and services. So you can find that there. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.